One. We're good. Okay. We're live.
Okay.
All right.
So, check out this quote.
Mhm.
It's from a book by Matthew McConaughey called Greenlights.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, it's a good book.
What is it called?
Greenlights. Okay.
Whoa. Okay, hold on one second.
Bring it up.
Yeah, I didn't even know you had a book. Hold on. Yeah, I am.
And basically,
Okay, here we are.
this guy, he's an actor. He did some huge roles, right?
Yeah. Yo, he's a good actor,
Definitely.
bro. I mean, like,
Great
he's
actor.
like,
Big
I would
award.
say he's one of the best. Yeah, right. One of the best. One of the best.
One of the
He's up
best,
there.
but doesn't get talked about as one of the best, right? He doesn't get talked
Yeah.
about enough. I mean, you don't name him with Pitt, with
or Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise.
those guys get mentioned. He's below that, but he's good. And
I wouldn't even say, yeah. I mean, just because Tom Cruise refuses to do TV shows, television. That's why. And they don't do television. He does both. But yeah, he's
I mean, Tom Cruise personal is different than Tom Cruise the actor. Personally, there's a lot of criticism and weird things right surrounding him.
Because of Scientology.
Yeah. Which has the public perception I think has soured towards that. You notice guys like Jerry Seinfeld, right? Used to be involved with that. Guess what he believes in now?
Okay.
Guess what he talks about now?
What?
His religion.
Tell me.
Marcus Aurelius. I swear. He's always talking about Marcus Aurelius.
Right.
He reads 1 or 2 pages a day. And
really?
Yeah.
Yo.
He's got some really good things. Before we go into the green light one.
Kev, this book looks very interesting.
Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah, it's a great book. I've read it. It's good. So Seinfeld, he was in an interview, and he says, everything that you're worried about is going to be gone like that. The people that are criticizing you, they're going to be gone. You're going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
All of this hand wringing, worry, and concern over how people are viewing me. Some said bad about me. I'm listening. I'm watching the video, but you should bring it up. Jerry Seinfeld interview. He's basically saying is,
let's see.
All the worries of everyday life don't matter in long perspective.
Right here? Are we talking about this? No.
Let's see. Yeah, that's it.
3 keys to successful life?
That's it.
Which one?
That's it.
Which
first one?
The top or the bottom?
Top.
The first one is 58 minutes. But that's 58 minutes.
So let's just see it. We don't have to find the exact quote, but all right. There's some good stuff there.
And I will. He starts talking about Marcus Aurelius. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody's doing this, bro. Everybody's getting on board. Let's see.
50.
Oh, right here, Kev. Look. You see? What are we looking at?
Okay. It might be significance in meditation, maybe, is when he brings it up.
Significant meditation. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. 30,
let's see
20.
This.
This is my new one. The Roman emperor who wrote a book called Meditations, which was the beginning of Stoicism.
Whoa.
And that's my obsession now is Marcus Aurelius. He had this fantastic philosophical observations on life.
And you've learned what from that?
That everything that you're worried about is going to be gone like that.
Yep.
The people that are criticizing you, they're going to be gone. You're going to be gone. All this hand-wringing worry and concern over how are people viewing me, and someone said something bad about me, and you get so upset about it, is wasted time and energy. Marcus Aurelius says your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time. So I have this movie coming out in about a month. I am so excited to read the worst reviews.
What do you mean?
Because they're so meaningless. That's what he thinks.
So
Now, did it take you a minute to get to that place, or have you
No,
always
I've been
been that
looking
way?
forward to it for.
What's up?
that was the
What's
quote,
up?
basically. That was the quote he said. Basically, you can't, all the nonsense and worries of everyday life, none of it's going to matter in the long term. And Marcus Aurelius reminds him of that. He reads 1 or 2 pages a day.
Amazing.
And this
I
is a
didn't.
guy, this is one of the top 5 comedians. I mean,
Absolutely. What are you talking about? Absolutely, bro. The
yeah.
residuals on
Chappelle,
Seinfeld is like 10 million a year for him.
yeah.
The
And
the
he did
royalties.
he did stand up,
Yeah,
I think at the end
at
of
the
every show,
80s.
beginning maybe.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so he's a great comedian. Back
He's
in the day, these
he's
comedians,
top 5. He's
yeah,
top 5.
back
Yeah.
in the day, they wanted to get a TV show. All these big comedians, that was like their made it moment. So you had him,
Yeah.
you had Chappelle, the Wayans brothers, right? These guys were all big comedians, started out in a club, and then they got a hit show. Kevin James, the list goes on. Martin Lawrence, right? But he's a legend. Anyway, so back to the Greenlights thing.
Okay. Let's get back. Yeah. All right.
So
Right here.
yeah, so this book's got a lot of good quotes, and basically the idea is, the summary is, in life, when you're going down, there's going to be, peaks and valleys. When you're hitting green lights, just keep on rolling,
That's what this book is about. That's
you
what
never get too high or too low, because
Okay.
these are symbols, and to embrace the green lights when they're there, right? So many people go about living, and when things are good, they take it for granted, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's normal. But he's saying, reflecting back on his long career and everything, and saying, hey, don't forget to embrace those times when things seem to be going right. You can't miss. And when they're not, just know that it's not forever. So but it's a great book. And here's
Look what he
a
wrote.
quote. There you go.
Look at that. Look at that. Exiled himself in the desert without electricity for 52 days while writing a book.
He did that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
look.
Yeah.
Can you believe
So
that?
this guy
52 days.
Yeah. He's different, man. He's in touch
52 days.
with himself and I guess wilderness. But he's got some good bars. Go to quotes. Go to book quotes.
Which one?
It's got some really good like just bars.
Hold on 1 second. Let me pull that up. Hold on.
One of them.
Which one? On the same thing?
Just pull up quotes from the book. There's a bunch
The
that.
book? All right, hold on. Marcus, hold on. Green light. I didn't even know he had this Greenlights book quote. Wow. Let me see. Okay, let me pull this back up. Whoa. I didn't even, bro, where did you find this? I didn't even know this existed. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, this wasn't promoted. You know that, right?
Of course it was. It was a big seller, but for a short period, right? I mean,
Yeah.
are you looking at Barnes and Noble's top hits all the time? Probably
No.
not, right? So it was up there.
I just get it from Amazon. Amazon.
Yeah. But this is a book you should read.
Really? You recommend to read it? So, see, look, I've been reading
100%. It's a top.
Yeah, but what? No,
top.
But we went.
It's a top.
I thought
10.
the book by Okay, because I thought the book The Art of Not Giving a Fuck was
that's probably a top 5. That's probably a top 5.
Okay.
You know, but this is
Okay.
still a top 10. It's different. This is about him, so it's a memoir. So it's a little different than I wouldn't put it up there with Meditations, by Marcus
Oh
Aurelius.
shit! All right, hold on, Kev. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. Kev, I mean, yo, listen, I'm gonna get to. Or let me mark this. I mark this back. All right, Kev, this is a serious book, man.
Bring up the quotes.
I like, bro. I like this guy a lot. Like I'm a fan of his. I can't believe, bro.
Yeah, hold on.
52 days in a desert. Can you believe that?
It should be a thing
Dude,
with
he's
a
all
bunch of.
he's all into. Amazing. Look at that Greenlights. Let's see. I didn't even know he had this. Oh, look at this, Kev. What do you like this? Let's see.
I think
Let's
you got to
see.
get
Let's
off
see. This
images.
is good
Get off
stuff.
images. Yeah,
Get off images? No?
Yeah, I think so. I think you could find a page with like a bunch of them where you can just roll through. Like right
All right,
there.
let's do this. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Blow it up. Make it bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you do that?
Right here. Yeah, I'm here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Go down
This
to
is
the
what he
quotes.
says. Where's the quotes? Okay, right here.
All
Okay,
right,
got it. Kev. Nice. Don't walk into a place like you want to buy it. Walk in like you own it. Kev, this is very subtle, my man. You know what I mean? This takes a lot of training and mentorship. I wouldn't know the difference. You know what I mean? Want to buy it, want to own it. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't. You know what I mean? I can understand it, but
No. Hold
this
on.
takes a lot.
He's saying walk into a place like it's yours, like your presence matters. Don't walk in like you're a guest.
Like you're a guest, but Kev, that takes a lot of experience. You know that, right? To command that feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just you know what I mean? It doesn't happen 1, 2, 3.
No, it might not happen.
It might not happen. Right.
Not everyone's gonna be able to do that, but
to command that feeling, like it takes like someone like you would do it because you would like financial professional, but for like everyone else, Kev, like to command that authoritative feeling. I know what it's talking about, bro. It's not an easy thing to do, man. With anxiety and like with different people to command it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? That's
Well, he's it's a mindset, right?
amazing.
I'm not saying the shy guy that
right.
the nerd is going to be able to do that, right?
No,
but this guy is
you need
not
experience.
That. This guy, he gets, he's got a good resume of chicks. So anyway, go down,
dude. I like the name. I like the name Greenlights.
No, go to the next one.
I like the name of the title of the book. Right? Let's see. Oh, I believe. Hold on. What do you say? I believe the truth is only offensive when we're lying.
Skip. Let's see all of them at once.
I don't think so. I don't think, but it's okay. We cannot fully appreciate light without the shadows. Yes, this I agree with.
All right. So I didn't mean to dismiss the one before, but what was it again? We'll
I
look
believe.
at
See, right? Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I couldn't get that right away. But this one's good, Kev. You don't like this one. I like this one. We all have scars. Remember to struggle against time and waste it. Let's dance with time because we don't live longer when. Yo, check this out, Kev. We don't live longer when we try not to die. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. The one above,
that's the truth, man.
The one above, good too. Go back; they both tie in together.
This one,
we cannot fully appreciate the light without the shadows. We have to be thrown off balance to find our footing. It's better to jump.
That's true.
Fall.
I agree.
So basically,
and here I am.
Yeah, you got to go through some shit to appreciate, the good, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So
This is good. I'm not perfect. No, I step in shit all the time and recognize it. I've learned how to scrape it off my
hold
boots
on.
and carry
Let's
on.
look at this. Let's look at this. Stepping in
Mm.
shit, I think, is lucky. No?
I mean, it depends the pile of shit, Kev. I mean, sometimes
Google it. I stepped in shit sometimes means you're lucky. But he's not saying it
I
that
look it
way.
up. Stepping
Look
in
it up.
shit is it?
He's
Yeah.
not using it in that way, but
Yeah, but Kev, look what stepping in dog poop is good luck. That's a superstition.
yeah. So
Yeah.
everything has two meanings. It's how it's used, I guess. But you never heard the phrase like "I stepped in shit," like you got lucky. He's saying it differently, like he's pissed he stepped in shit. So
Right.
and
I
you got
agree
to.
with him.
All right, go another one.
Yeah, I agree with him. Let's see, where is he at? Hold on, what is he saying? What is he saying? Let's see. Don't tell me. Oh, right here. I
This is
never
cool.
wrote things. Yeah, I like this one. I
That's a,
always wrote things so I could forget. Yo, I never seen this. I never. Yo, this is some. Wow,
that's a
what does
bar.
he mean? I wrote things. This is a bar.
So
Absolutely. I'd never.
meaning. All right. So here's what he means, right? This guy, and you see in the book, is he
Bar.
journals, meaning he writes down a lot of his stuff, and the reason he does it is so when he looks back in time, like 2 years from now, and he has that same feeling that he remembers. Okay, this is the day or the week I had when I was
Yeah,
feeling this way, and he compares them.
yeah.
So he
Right.
journals. A lot of people don't do that,
No.
but he's very reflective, and
Yeah,
there's
but
probably
Kev, I mean,
benefits to doing that. But I mean, not everyone's gonna
what do you
be
think,
that.
Kev? I write things down all the time. Like little formulas and stuff. I never
No,
wrote things down
different.
so I could forget. Like,
Yeah. Well,
does that even work?
he's not writing down formulas. He's writing down his day or how he felt at that period. He's journaling. That's like you saying at the end of this week, I'm going to write down how I felt and blah, blah, blah. And he does it to look back if he's ever
No,
feeling
but
that
he's
way
saying
again.
he wrote. No, Kev. He's saying he wrote things down to forget, like things he
Yeah,
doesn't want.
meaning
He doesn't
at
want
the
in
end
his
of his,
conscious.
correct. He goes through a day or a week, he writes down what happened, and he only looks back later if he feels that way again. So
I see. All right.
then he
Yeah,
compares.
that's a
Like
discipline.
for instance, let's say, with some things that might be, you might go through and you might feel a certain way, and then it might happen again. It might happen again. And
Yeah,
to be able to go back and compare, there's probably value in that, right? Like, for instance,
yeah, but
like your first girlfriend, right?
yeah,
You break up with her, she breaks your heart, whatever. You get over it, right? This guy, let's say he journaled or his first divorce or whatever. Then he goes back and he says, "Oh, I remember this, but didn't last too long."
all right, Kev. Let's
And he,
expand on this. How about writing things that are very embarrassing? Like you did something embarrassing, right?
yeah,
Writing
and
that down so you
he
don't go
felt
back to it.
embarrassed.
That's
He
cool.
felt embarrassed. But he's just
That's
writing
cool.
about his day and his day or his week. He's not writing, or maybe a moment. Maybe you walked into a room and people laughed at you and you felt a certain way. So he
Right,
went home, wrote
right,
it down.
right.
Now you if that happens again, you read, okay, this made me upset, and it took me a week to get over, blah blah, and so yeah. Then if it happens
This is a
again, you
bar.
look and you say it wasn't the end of the world, right? So yeah, this guy
This is
just
a
thinks.
bar.
Listen, he thinks differently, and that's why it's a pretty good book because it opens you up to think different ways, right?
No,
This is not.
I
This is
agree.
not.
This.
think about a lot of actors. They're all the same, right? This
All of
guy,
them, everyone.
listen, he's a Hollywood guy that drinks Budweiser.
Yes.
He probably, probably roots for Trump. He probably listens to Kid Rock.
Yeah.
So he's not
He does. He's from Texas. Kev, he's from Texas. You know that, right? He's from Texas.
And, he had like I think a rough upbringing. And, I think he, had like 2 or 3 brothers, and his dad would, him would go at it. So he's got a good story. Anyway, let's move on. But one of the things that I seen, right? Check this out.
Oh,
Ready?
Kev, do you hold on, Kev? Do you remember he was in his mother was a teacher at Uvalde High School that got shot in 2022. His
No,
mother was a teacher at the same school. Yeah, he made a speech at the White House. He's a real deal, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. You know what I mean? He should be running. But let's go down. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah. So
What
check
is this?
out
Persist,
this quote,
pivot, or okay? Tell me.
So he says, and you don't have to bring it up because I don't know if it's from the book, so don't even bring it up. But life is our resume. It is our story to tell, and the choices we make write the chapters. Can we live in a way where we look forward to looking back? So basically,
right? Yeah, we do.
he's saying, like it's your story to tell, and you write the chapters to your life, right? So often, we get sort of stuck in the what do they call it, the daily race, right?
Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, it is from that. I know we've seen it.
Greenlights.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's a good one. All right, so let's jump in. Yeah. What, you got any?
Kev,
any other good
no, let's just go through.
Yeah.
Let's just go. It's a top 30. Hold on. Persist. That's okay. I have a lot of proof that the world is. That's a good, Kev. This is probably the best belief to have.
Again, it's a mindset.
This is the best belief. This is a mindset.
It's a mindset. But hold on.
Yeah.
You got to be a realist too. You got to be a realist too. Hold on. I think that's true. Listen, that's true when you're hitting green lights. When you're hitting green lights, that's true. That's probably
you gotta be a realist.
He's saying in the context,
you gotta be a realist,
when things are going right,
I know.
that. But
Kev, you're right too. You gotta be a realist.
Don't think that way when things aren't going right, because you get your head taken off.
Right.
You gotta
exactly.
I'm sure
exactly.
He said,
like you said, Kev. Yeah, like you said, Kev, that was a bar. If you think that way when things are going wrong, you get your head taken off. That's true. In a way, this could be dangerous because your head could be taken off. You're right. You're right. You gotta have to.
Put it this way: when the world isn't conspiring to make you happy, have your head on a swivel.
Right. Look at this one, Kev. Me, I haven't made all the A's, but I give a damn. I'll take an experienced C over an ignorant A any day. That's true.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Cool.
Let's see. Kev, look at this. Kev. What do you think about this, man? Your money professor. What do you think this quote? Look at this. Whew.
Yeah,
I love this one.
That's different.
This is.
I don't agree with it.
I knew it. I knew you were going to agree with this.
It's not fun to lose money, but I mean,
I'd rather lose money having fun. I knew you were going to agree with this. Yeah, that's true. I agree. I knew.
It's all about different times. Maybe if you're at a certain place, you're at a baseball game, whatever. I mean, it's all about different time and place. This guy's not saying he's always like this. I'm sure it's in a bigger context, right? We're just taking a little clip.
Yeah.
So the whole story is when you're hitting green lights, think certain ways. When
I agree, but that you're right. Let's see. I want to get into something that's. This is Kev. Look at this. This is what you were saying. Look.
Yeah.
No. This is we went. That's a bar. Ooh, so this is a good one.
Do you understand the point of that, though? That
yeah,
quote?
I do.
The point is
I do.
Life is your story to write. So you have to write those chapters. When you're always beating to someone else's drum, that story gets written for you, right? And
it's already written, right? And
most
written
people,
for you too.
someone else wrote it for
you. If you live by somebody else, somebody writes the beginning, the middle, and the ending for you, and that's it.
Correct.
And that's
that
it.
happens in different facets of life if you beat to that drum.
That happens to 99% of the population. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That happens to like 99%.
Listen, most people don't even know that.
They don't even know. I know.
They're looking at, they're going about daily and just whistling, and they're not thinking ahead, and
no,
maybe there's good to that too, but there's, it's not good either.
it's not good either.
No.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. What about this one, Kev? Great leaders are not always in front. They also, I agree with this one. This is a bar. Well, we knew this though.
That's good, but a lot of leaders don't subscribe to that though, right? You think Putin is Putin following somebody? No, but
you're right.
sure.
You're right. But I cross the street, give the consciousness the right. I want to get into something much, you know what I mean? It's not about, okay, Kev, what do you think about this?
Green lights one. Go up. That's a good one. Hold on, go up.
Which one?
That green lights. Down.
Okay.
The next one. Right there.
Catching green lights. Ooh, this is a bar.
About skill, intent, context, consideration, endurance, anticipation, resilience, speed, and discipline. We can catch more green lights by simply identifying where the red lights are in our life and then change course to hit fewer. Yeah, this is a good one.
This is a bar.
The problem here,
what's the problem?
But here's the problem where I think some people is in identifying those red lights. If you really want to, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. It takes a lot of reflection. It takes reflection.
Now you may not want to. You also may not see one as a red light, but others might. And
right. You might be programmed. Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could get subjective.
Green lights.
But
man,
that's a bar.
This is nice. I'm with that. What about this one? It's not about win or lose. You tell me. It's about you accept the challenge. I've read something like this.
I mean that's about fighting, right? The guy that fights. It's not about winning. It's about he stood up, right? You see these boxing fights at the end. They tap gloves. They respected the other opponent because he faced the challenge. Dude, there's some boxing fights that I watched in like the 90s. These guys go at it, like kill each other. The refs don't stop it. It's a different time.
Bro, it used to be, Kev, those boxing used to be 3 minutes and 15 rounds. Now it's 2 minutes and 12 rounds.
Listen, just pull one up, right? Pull one up. Yeah. I hope we're allowed to by YouTube, but pull this up.
No, bro. Okay, tell me. Yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
It's all right.
Who?
Where are you on YouTube? It's Ward versus Gotti.
Okay.
It's one
Ward
of the
versus Gotti. Let's see.
Toro Gotti versus Ward. One of the most prolific.
This one?
They fought
this
3
one.
times.
Which one? Yeah. Fights of the decade.
Highlights. Right. Fight of the year. This is ridiculous.
This one, right? Yeah.
That's not the one you can click on highlights. Click on highlights. Go back.
You want me to do highlights?
Yeah. We can't watch the whole thing. It's too long, but the highlights right here. Fight of the year. This is ridiculous. Yeah.
Mickey Ward. I've heard of him.
Yeah, they made a movie after.
I think he may finally be fighting a man.
Oh, yeah. 2002, Kev.
Goldberg played him in the movie.
On the right, in which Arturo
Yep. Yep. Oh, wow. He looks like Wahlberg. Look at that. Yo, look at that. Yo, look at that, bro.
The first round, the second round. But it's crazy. This thing freezes up a little, no?
Yeah.
before the
Yo,
blood really coagulates.
look at him, dude.
Hard left hook by Arturo. Closer and closer now. What Gaddy's people have been most concerned about.
Kev, are these welterweights or heavyweights? These are heavyweights, right?
They're lightweights, so they're small.
Lightweights. Oh my god.
Yeah. Compared to Tyson, they're tiny.
Yo, you could hear the punches. Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
They might be
Yo, look at
welterweight.
that.
They might be welter.
Right.
So that's
Right.
between middle and light.
That's like 170 pounds, right? Like 170, like Mayweather. Yeah.
Well, maybe
Dude.
160. Yeah, 165.
Yeah, right.
Mayweather, was light for a lot of his career, and then he switched.
Then he went to welterweight.
Jake Paul's like fighting now and doing all these fights, and he calls out all those people. The guy's making money doing it, though.
Lots of money.
Like,
dude, and his channel, bro, a lot, just off sponsorships.
Yeah.
God, look at this. I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
Boxing is so segregated where you'll never have one organization. The UFC, you have one,
One, right.
It's boxing, you have all these individual people.
Yeah. So real quick, just so since we brought it up now, remember, Kev, this was when boxing was 3 minutes at 15 minutes and 15 rounds, right? Then look, just real quick, just by seeing, look, I never seen anything like this, but like, look,
I'm surprised they even have
I don't know why they have that.
I'm surprised this even
look at this. Right? 1963.
Pretty clear.
Even Joe Rogan was like, this is his favorite fight. Like, look at this. Kev, look at these guys. They're freaking monsters. 6'2". I mean, I've never seen anything.
You know why Tyson was great? Because of his training. He had a trainer.
Yeah, Cus D'Amato.
Listen, pull up a Tyson talking about Cus.
Yeah. Just real quick, just want I just look at that. And then look at this one, Kev. Look at this, Kev. I've seen you fight. Remember, just back in the day. Look at this, straight up, just face. Look at this facial. Oh my God, look at that. Fucking Godzilla's, bro. Jesus, think about the stamina. Look at that. Just, oh my God. Look at that. 1, 2. I've never, look at that. I mean, sad, man, that he got his ass beat. I mean, he ended up, Kev, we got to talk about that. Do you know that half of his life he suffered in Parkinson's, bro? Like, he didn't live the other half of his life. He's a great man, dude. But I mean, it makes, that's what I'm saying. It makes you wonder, Kev.
Inspiring.
Is it worth it? Yeah, bro. Is it worth it? I mean, dude.
Didn't know.
The second half of his life. I know, but I remember a lot of doctors quit because they were telling him, like, you're doing too much. And bro, the second half of his life was just suffering. Dude, I don't like that. That's not cool, man. He doesn't.
Put something else on.
Okay, we're doing what? Real quick, just on Mike Tyson, right?
Mindset. Mike Tyson mindset.
Mindset.
Custom motto or
okay,
custom.
Remember Mike Tyson.
Do
you remember what Mike Tyson said about Cus D'Amato and what happened? What motivated him to get rid of?
You checked Muhammad Ali too. All right, you can go.
Okay. No, Mike. No. Look, come on. Let's see what he was saying. Look at this, Kev. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This is what. Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sad. Mike Tyson. No, this is important. Cus D'Amato. You remember what he said about the Larry Holmes fight? Remember that's what motivated Tyson. You know what I mean? What he talked about. He's like, yo, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Look at this. This is it.
Was it where you?
Yo, this guy is
talking.
Look at this.
Which
Kevin.
fight was it where you were most excited about when you won?
Look at this guy.
Is it the one where you became the heavyweight? Like, if you go back and say, my favorite fight when I won was this
Larry
one, what
Holmes.
was it?
Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes.
Yeah.
Is that because what Ali whispered to you when?
Because he beat Ali up real bad.
Look at that.
I was on the phone cussing to Ali, so I
See,
talked to Ali
he was on the phone cussing.
after the fight he fought Holmes. And because I have this young black kid, he really champ, I want you to talk to him. And I'm crying, I'm on the phone. He said, I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna fight Holmes again. I'm gonna knock him out. And I'm crying. When I get big, I'm gonna get him for you. And he must say, kid, you know who I am? I'm the greatest of all time, this, that, and this, that, and that. But that's what I base my life. That's my job, was to get Larry Holmes.
For Ali.
Yeah, that's my whole purpose in life.
Look at that.
Wow.
Dude,
was there rage like when you fought against Holmes? Was it like, I'm gonna destroy you?
Yeah, I was really, I knew I had to.
Yeah. Which fight was it where?
Kev, that's some serious stuff, man.
Which fight was it where you?
What?
Let's move on from Tyson.
Yeah, but
Right.
I know, but this is good, Kev. Like,
it's good, but you didn't bring up the custom. Bring that up. I want to hear that guy.
yeah, no.
Not
Cuss. This is Cuss right here. Him
Cuss.
right here, right?
Yeah.
Wix gives
Cuss,
you the
yeah.
power of AI
Oh yeah,
to build
bro,
the
Cuss.
website you need.
You know, he's an old school man. He's
I'm a little kid. He's gonna be the world champ.
yeah, he lost it. He lost everything. They say. They said like
it's interesting, Mike. You get emotional when you talk about Cuss, but you said Cuss didn't like it when you showed emotion.
Oh yeah, like.
Look at that.
Why didn't he want you to show emotion? Did he equate it with weakness?
I don't know what he did.
Sad, man. So Cuss meant more to him than his, you know what I mean?
How
Like
could I
his
ever do
father,
an
bro.
interview about him? Like, I start crying.
Cuss understood
guy know.
human emotion. You know? He trained them to be a fighter from
I didn't know
15.
Yeah.
And no one believed in this guy.
Look at this, Kev. Look. No one. Kev, nobody believed in him. Look at his eyes, bro.
He's talking about my character and my discipline. And
Seen
I didn't know
something in him and gave him a chance. Probably seen anger in him, you know. We could turn this positive, maybe.
Well,
you know, who knows?
But you know what happened, right? Kev, after like I think when Cuss died, that's when Mike, you know what I mean? He regained it, but he wasn't undefeated. You know what I mean? That's what it was. You know what I mean?
He gave him the tools, the mental tools to be great, and he was
amazing.
Eventually, that discipline, he started getting in trouble, started hanging out with wrong people, he started making a lot of money. But
started getting taken advantage of.
Yeah. He was around.
He started getting taken advantage of.
Don King instead of, other people. But guilt and regret killed many before their time. That's a good one.
Yeah. This is a bar, Kev.
Yeah.
Yes, this is true. I can speak from personal experience. This is true. Many times.
Yeah.
Guilt and regret. Finally. Not just regret. Guilt.
What do you think?
Your subconscious.
What's stronger, guilt or regret?
Guilt, because it's your subconscious. Your subconscious tortures you. Regret, you can forget about it.
Regret. I think it's regret.
But guilt lives in your subconscious.
I think they go hand in hand. But guilt, you feel bad you didn't do something. It's in your mind. Regret.
Or you feel bad you did something. You feel bad you did something. Guilt can be like, you feel bad your lack of action, or, you know what I mean, that you did something that, indirectly caused the situation. Think about it, Kev. Like, what about people that drank, got in an accident, and killed somebody? That's guilt, right?
I guess it's both.
You know what I mean? Like,
both. They go hand in hand.
I agree.
But all right, let's see if there's any more.
But this is to lose the power of confrontation. This I agree with, Kev. You need to be confrontational in this world. I agree with this.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree with this wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? This wholeheartedly, where you can't be the shy kid in the corner. You have to be able to. Just the fact that somebody knows that you are confrontational, they change the tune. You know what I mean? Because people are not. You know what I mean? Like, they'll actually change the way they deal with you just because they know that, you're intelligent enough to be confrontational. And I'm not talking about being like, silly, you know what I mean, and loud and stuff. So, you know what I mean? Like bringing, you know, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is, I agree.
Confrontation is anything that is uncomfortable to talk about, right? Having,
Yeah.
being able to confront it. But yeah, that keeps people together, right?
Yes, it
Communication
does. It does.
Communication is everything. Non-communication is division, right? That's how people drift apart, because you get people in between, right? And that further spreads it. So that's a bar.
Okay, let's see. These are all now you can the door. Let's see. Can we live? We saw that. Sometimes we don't. Oh, Kev, look at this. What do you think? What do you think about this, bro? Sometimes we don't need advice. We
It's like
just need to
Marcus
hear.
Aurelius quote.
That's exactly Marcus. Right. That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly. It's like almost like.
Listen.
Yeah.
50 Cent says something, right? He says, "Listen, when you go to the gas station, you have your chain out. Just know that there's another guy just as tough as you.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the mentality, I'm going to leave that chain out. If anyone confronts me, they're going to get it. Well, there's a guy just as tough as you from another neighborhood that's saying anybody that leaves their chain out, I'm going to get it." Pull up that quote. Pull up 50 Cent saying that. Find that.
Hold on, 50 Cent, right? Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah. Hold on, 50 Cent. 50 Cent. 50 Cent quote.
Chain out.
Let's see. Let's see.
No, it's like an interview. You gotta watch the YouTube clip.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the clip.
Chain. Well, let's say 50 Cent. Hold on, let's see 50 Cent about. I think I think I know what you're saying. Yeah. Hold on. I think I know 50 Cent. Tougher guy at gas stations. Let's say. I think. Good gas stations. That's not it.
That's right. That's right. I think.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's good jet setters.
Yeah.
50 Cent is
I
one
think
of the
so.
tough.
Yeah. Like I remember when I came out here for the first time, like I was out here early. This is my whole back. The cartoon tattoo on my back.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Do you still have that tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little light now.
Right. Yeah.
It's old now. Right? But when Tone did it, I was riding and he was like, his man was like, "Oh man, we gotta get gas." He said, "What you mean you gotta get gas, fool?"
Is that
well, he said, he was like, "What you mean?"
Like, yeah.
I'm like, because the neighborhood that we was in wasn't the right neighborhood to just go get gas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm from New York, bro. I didn't know which one of these gas stations you don't go to. And it's the same thing with P&B. He don't know exactly where he at. Big, it's not okay to be in that there with. A lot of times you watch the young boys because they'll go, "Yo, you ever don't wear your jewelry?" And they go, "Nah, wear mine everywhere I go."
What's up?
Listen to it.
Yeah.
No mute it.
Another guy is just not special. He's exactly like you. He just don't have a song.
You just missed it.
When you feel like you're gonna get busy every time.
No, I don't. Look.
Not special. He's a version of them.
Right.
Wear mine everywhere I go.
Okay.
Like there's not another version of them.
Right.
Like there's not another guy that's just not special. He's exactly like you. He just don't have a song. When you feel like you're gonna get busy if you touch it, he feeling like I'm gonna get busy to get it.
Right.
Do not stop at a hood gas station, especially if it's not your hood.
He's the man.
Cool, right?
We all know Kev. He's the man. You know what I mean? He's the man, bro. He's gonna be.
There's another guy.
Yeah, I know. You think you're gonna make it? Yeah, he's gonna get busy to get it. While you're busy to do that. Yeah. Let's see. I found that a good plan stabilizes the situation. What do you think about this, Kev? What do you think about this?
Yeah. Always have a plan, right? Always have a plan.
Yeah, but is not relative. We must accept an outcome. This is another Marcus Aurelius, Kev. What do you think? To deal with its relative? What is he talking about?
Yeah.
Deal with.
So the
What do you mean?
inevitability of a situation is not relative when you accept the outcome of given as inevitable.
Yeah, what is he talking about?
So a situation
Pretty
happened.
confusing.
Situation happened.
Yeah.
You accept the outcome. How you deal with it, whether you accept, meaning whether you accept it or challenge it, is what's important. That's how I read it. I mean,
it's a little.
Things happen. It's important. If you,
Okay.
some things are black and white, but your response may not be, right?
Okay, got it. I get that. I mean, Kev, isn't that the key? Imagine we. Yeah. I mean, we're almost done anyway. We're almost done with this anyway. We're done with 30. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna move on from it right now. Let's move on to.
All right, so we'll talk about what you were talking about, censorship, right? So
yes, Kev, we got to talk about that, right?
We put up a video. We were watching YouTube video, right? And it got taken down.
Let's pull it up right now. Yeah, let's talk about it right now. So this is look what happened. Your video has been blocked and no longer can be played, right? This is Kev, this is not a copyright strike. All right, it was blocked from the powers that be. Okay, not from an individual. That's what I was saying. Not a copyright strike, right? But Kev, it blocked the entire video, and during that time, since it was like pending the upload, you could not upload anything else. Just so you know. But look what it's blocked, Kev. Look at this. Look at this. International Olympic Committee, as if, like, you know what I mean? As if we played the whole thing.
Yeah. So listen, YouTube is strict, right? And
mad strict.
It all comes down to dollars, and
okay,
that way for the advertisers. Don't show your stuff. Keep that off. But
I took it off. Yeah.
Advertisers, right? Now check this out. While we're on this topic, Elon Musk just declared war on advertisers. Okay.
When?
I find we talk about him a lot, but he's been in the news lately. So, what he's saying is that a group of them band together to not advertise on his platform.
Yep.
So,
I heard about that. Yep.
CBS, Unilever, they all said, "Hey, we're not going to buy the same space that we normally would, and we're going to wait because we want censorship. We don't want an open platform where people could say anything and bash our brands, right?" So what he's saying is, by them banding together, they're violating antitrust, and that.
Ooh, Kev, look at this. Holy shit!
They formed a committee.
Look at this.
To do so. So,
yo, Kev, this is very relevant, my man. Look at let me share it. Look at this, Kev. This is relevant, man.
Yeah, it
Look
just
at
came
this.
out. But the point
this is like a couple hours ago. It just came out.
Listen, the point of the story is it's a form of censorship. By them banding together to do that, they're taking ad dollars away from Twitter, and they did. But it's a form of censorship, right? If he's trying to create an open square for people to talk about anything, they're trying to push back, and this is their way of doing it. So these things happen behind the scenes with probably all of these platforms. He's bringing it
not to this degree, Kev. Kev, this is monopoly. This is a brand that represents 90%. That represents 90%. This is monopolistic. Like, what are you talking about? This is like monopolistic, bro. He's going against one group.
18 companies. 18 different companies.
Jesus.
But
Jesus.
the point is he pushed back, and other platforms go along with it, right? So get this.
Yeah.
Rumble chose to side with Musk, and they're on his side. So you got now two platforms saying, no, we're going to stay open platform, and what you guys are doing is not right. So what you have is
illegal boycott. Kev, he's saying it's an illegal boycott. That's
so
what it is.
What you have is one group that cares more about dollars and spend. Another group says we care more about being our mission statement, which is
politically correct.
People say what they want, free speech, right? So you got a battle between this playing out. Now, he knew getting into this that he was going to run into some hurdles and controversy, but he's doing it for the greater good and I think for the future. But this is lit. Do you know how strong media is? Why is it so strong? Do you know the answer? Because
advertising.
Because advertising is one, but because it conveys messaging too. So the advertisers don't want people on the platform saying that they advertise on saying, CVS is not the best to go to drugsfree.com or whatever. So
right. That's an antitrust. That's why he filed an antitrust lawsuit. That is antitrust. You can't do that. It has to be fair competition.
Correct. So
you can't do that shit.
This is a matter of dollars versus free speech, right? And
wow, Kev, the lawsuit, Kev, X Corp, wow, in Texas, Elon Musk's lawsuit that he filed. Wow, look at that. It's right. We can look at it. I'm gonna read it, and then after I read it, we'll go over it. I didn't even know this is X lawsuit. Wow, Elon Musk. I didn't even know that you could see. I mean,
basically, what we said is it's he's going for the greater good, and it's a form of censorship. That's why I brought it up. And in terms of antitrust laws, okay. Now let's move on from this. Google owns 90% of the search engine. Okay.
I know that's serious, Kev. I know, bro. I know.
That is also another form of, and it's all about controlling messaging. How do you think messaging comes forward? Through these platforms, through a search engine. When you search things, certain things will pop up, right, versus others. So Google, I think they're going after them for antitrust now. JD Vance spoke about it on a podcast. Now,
we got. Yes.
Yeah, type in JD Vance on Google on Full Send. Now he talks about on Full Send podcast. Now he talks about Full Send, but Send. You got to go to YouTube.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. First one.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let's see.
I certainly would like abortion to be.
Yeah. Let's see.
You got to find it though. But basically, JD Vance is saying, hey, when you Google certain things, you get like weird things that come back. Like people would not know. And he gave an example of one. I don't remember exactly what it was. But
the fact that he's on this, man, is a good thing.
You guys know me. I live in the USA. I love living here. I've built multiple businesses here. I personally feel very, very blessed.
Leave it. What are you doing?
Let's see. No, because that's a long one. No, no, I was going to get a clip.
But
all right, guys, the world is becoming.
Fast forward, we'll find it. It's in this podcast
because they didn't clip this.
No.
Yeah, they didn't they didn't break it down. No, they didn't.
Right,
they did. Okay, got it. They did do the timestamps. Okay, good.
They did?
Okay, so what are we doing?
How does social media play a part in the election? That might be it. Yeah, they did like what we did. Yeah.
And, this was one thing that came out of the because I'm not a big TikTok guy, and we're starting to try to use TikTok, but not my account. But there was a ton of TikTok activity that was positive, in the Milwaukee convention because I took my kids for a walk in downtown Milwaukee, right? And do you guys know this movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Russell Brand? It's like
I watched it on the plane the other day.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm walking downtown Milwaukee.
It's a great movie.
Sorry.
I think
he's lying about
What,
watching
are you an
it today.
anti-Forgetting Sarah
No,
Marshall
I
guy?
love it, but I think he's making that up that he watched it today. That's all.
That's
I'm sorry.
what we're gonna find it.
Through a breakup,
Okay.
so.
So
He watched it with his ex. Yeah.
Get this.
A ton of viral content on TikTok. And so, yeah, we try to use it. And even when we don't try to use it, I think we benefit from it because, I'm not falling off my bike or falling down the stairs.
And I think it makes like the younger audience way more relatable with you, Trump.
Yeah. Listen, I want to just go on record. I just want to go on record and say, I don't think he's a strong VP contender. I never did. Like you said, Trump should have went with Tim Scott, the guy who remember the guy who was like, yo, Trump pulled out the picture to the Taliban leader. You know what I mean? That guy, I thought it was going to be him. You know what I mean? I never thought JD Vance was anything, you know what I mean? Like that charisma, you know what I mean? Like that attractability. I don't know. And Kev, let's be honest. Vance has talked a lot of shit about Trump, bro, back in the day. Let's not forget that, all right? He should have on Trump back in the day.
I think if Trump knew he was up against Kamala, maybe he does something a little different, right? He chose it before that. He chose Vance before Kamala stepped in. So I think Tim Scott would have been a good guy, or Carlson, because
right, exactly. Only because Kev. No, but Kev, Vance talked a lot of shit on Trump in 2020. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's not. You know what I mean? Let's not forget. You can't just discount that.
He admits that.
He admits it now. Yeah, but Kev, he admits it now. That's what I don't like. That's kind of fake. You admit it now because you're on the ticket. I never heard Tim Scott say anything.
But listen, I think that's a more powerful message saying, hey, I wasn't for this guy previously, but now I seen what he did and I am. So that's a powerful message too, right? If you could spin it right. And that's what he's trying to do. So, meaning there's other people that didn't choose him.
But Kev, he's not good at spinning. That's my point.
He'll get better. But you got to understand that's what Trump needs. He needs people that weren't for him to be for him. So maybe they spin that positively. We'll see. It's funny.
No, but I think what you
because they're targeting him as weird. The media, they're saying JD weird.
Yeah, weird. Yeah. That's what they're going after him. I know. To be honest, but the problem is that if he would have took Tim Scott, which you thought he would,
propaganda. I mean, he seemed like a normal guy.
But Kevin, if he would have took Tim Scott, like what you thought he would, and which I agreed with, right? That would have been a different. I mean, I don't know why he didn't choose Tim Scott, but that would have been powerful, man.
Listen, keep in mind, Tim Scott was our dark horse pick. JD Vance was a favorite all along. He was a favorite. These other guys were long shots.
I don't know.
Why did he go with him? To get the younger people, and because he wrote a book, he's got a big following. He has a good story.
Yeah.
He's a military
Kev,
guy.
you know he's married to he's married to an Indian lady, right?
Yeah. So that's why you don't like him. You think he's taking your chick.
No. I found out about that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. She seems like a nice.
No, Kev. I mean, listen, Kev. I just don't think he's Kev. Come on, man. I'm already bored. You know what I mean? He's not a storyteller. All right, you got to get a VP who's a storyteller about you.
No, listen.
You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like Tim Scott.
I think you got to give him some time. The guy's got a business background.
Kev, we don't have time, Kev. They tried to kill. They tried to kill our boy. We don't have time.
Listen, it's not his stage.
On, man.
You're not voting for the vice president. You're voting for the president. So it doesn't matter. But I do think that he probably will be a good speaker in time. I mean, he's a business guy. Anyway, let's move on to the last thing. That is the I wanted to also mention about the thing we said previously with
about what?
With what we were talking about, censorship. Okay, there is big companies that buy advertising dollars. Okay.
Yes.
Meaning, there's big companies that buy advertising space and then sell it. It's like a business now.
Okay.
Meaning, they're actually principally buying it, and then so ad space has become so important, and it's become important to these platforms.
Amazing.
Why they're all going towards that, listening to the people.
All of them.
So it takes a certain company to say no, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I agree. A principled company.
UFC, Dana White, UFC. He found out that Pinterest said something to another comedian that he couldn't post certain things if they wanted to work with him, right? Dana White threw out all, not Pinterest, I'm sorry, the bikes. What is the bikes called? Peloton. He threw out all the Peloton bikes that they had in the gym in UFC after he heard that they were trying to force a platform to say certain things.
Yes.
So they're all doing
he was
it.
on a podcast. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But bro, Dana White is the man, bro. I mean, he do you remember he put down a deal that was gonna screw over Mike Tyson. That's a real dude. I mean, Dana White, is an official old school, friend you want on your team. He's like an exception, bro. People are not like Dana White. People go where, you know what I mean? Like, he's like one of the Elon Musk's. He has that mentality, you know what I mean, of a code. Oh, he's like a few and like 5 people, dude. It's like, you know what I mean? Then you got people like you said, like Google. I mean, I just can't believe they're gonna illegally boycott Musk. I mean, that is like, do they not know better, Kev? To pick a fight with, you know what I mean, with someone with a bill. Like, it doesn't make sense, man. I mean, it's not gonna be worth it at the end. Like, for them to hurt Musk and be like, yo, man, we're going to control the advertising. Like, Jesus, man. I mean,
they did it. They didn't think that it would become public and he would be talking about it, obviously. So, they did it with.
So you're telling me they didn't think he was going to sue? Is what you're saying? They didn't
think he was going to push back.
Sue.
Usually, those or just talk about it. But these platforms usually you want the ad dollar, so we'll find a way, right? But he wasn't having it, so
I know, but but bro, Kev, I mean, that's like, don't you think that's like suicidal? Like, they're going after someone who's very revered, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, man. I mean, you tell me they didn't know? Like, he said for 2 years.
It's bigger than these two groups. It's bigger than these two groups. It's censorship.
Exactly. Exactly. So that means I think it involves government. That's what I believe. I believe because no private company would want to go to war with someone. They want to be on good terms. Like, you know what I mean? Like a private company. Like, why would you go to that level where you're accused of illegal boycotting? Well, that's personal. You know what I mean? Like that's a little, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That means you're saying it's government. It's involving elements.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that it's bigger, meaning.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, I'm saying it's bigger, meaning it's about free speech and censorship. And these two things, it's been all censorship. And then recently, the pendulum's moving back more towards the center to make it fairer.
Because of Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter, pretty much. That's what happened.
Because of company like what's the other one we talked about? We just Rumble because of platforms like that. Yeah. So you're getting more fair. So
I don't know, man. I mean, like going to war with someone who knows how to go to war. I just find that, I mean, what business sense is that? You know what I mean? Like, that's so stupid. Like, you know what I mean? The guy likes going to war and you're going to, I don't know. And, bro, Elon Musk got a lot of respect from top dogs. I mean, like he has a lot, like, I don't know, man. I feel like, I feel like it, like you said, it's bigger. I feel like this involves censorship directly, with the government. I mean, why would a private company do that?
Listen, not everything's a conspiracy. It's about dollars. That's it. It's about money.
Yeah, but what dollars? Yeah, but
they
bro,
want to control where the dollars go, and they don't want to put it on a place that might speak back against them. So they're just trying to put guardrails up. And Musk is saying that goes against our. But
that does.
Yeah.
That does. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just, I can't believe Kev, he filed a lawsuit. I mean, that's interesting. You know what I mean? I'm going to read that for next pod. I'm going to look into that. I didn't realize he actually, Kev, he filing an antitrust lawsuit. If he wins, so Kev, do you think he's going to pursue the legal lawsuit to the end? He is, right? Because that can go in front of congressional hearings, bro. Antitrust is a serious, you know what I mean? It's a serious violation. You can't, carry out monopolistic practices. You can't do it. Remember what they did to Bill Gates? Remember Microsoft back in the day in the 90s? They brought Bill Gates to Congress and they grilled him. You can't be monopolistic like that. You can't. You know what I mean? So I wonder if that's going to happen.
I think he's making a point. He's doing it at the right time. He's speaking out at a time when this is an important issue. And I think he's also standing up for his company's mission, meaning we're bigger than dollars. And this is also why we're in a transition phase. So, he also accounts for, because you got the other side saying, oh, they lost advertisers. So he's standing up for.
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
He's playing defense as well and saying, this is why, and this is what we're about. So you got, sort of some of that. And, that's that. But anyway, we're approaching over an hour, so let's wrap it up. And
okay, all right, let's wrap it up. All right, let's wrap it up. Listen, real quick, just to show you, let's see, real quick. I just want to. You want me
save that for next time. The game.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. I want to save the game for next time. All right, then we're good. Oh, let me. I want you to touch base on this, Kev, because this is a very very depressing article.
Listen, we'll talk about this point. Okay, take that down for a second. We'll talk about this point, right? How far will people go for viewership and clicks? You see some of these channels, you mentioned one. At the end of the day, they're doing it for clicks and viewership, right?
Yeah.
They'll do it for that.
Yeah.
So how far do some of these channels go to get clicks?
They go really far, Kev. Kev, they go off the deep end. You see the things that they view. Kev, have you seen these videos where they commit battery on like people in like a shopping center? It's funny, but bro, they take it to another level, man. I mean,
I don't think it's funny.
I mean, I can see how it unsuspectingly, unexpected. I can see, I mean, I can see it, dude. I can see it, but it's not cool. You know what I mean? You shouldn't do it to people that are like with their kids. You know what I mean? That are not bothering anybody. Yo, Kev, this group of Gen
market for pranks and all those things, and you see a lot
huge market, Kev. You've seen it, right? A huge market, dude. A huge market. I couldn't believe it. But sometimes, Kev. But you heard about the prankster that got shot, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like in a state where you can carry. Exactly, because they keep pushing the issue.
You approach the wrong person and wrong time,
and then you keep pestering them. You know what I mean? You don't know what they're going through. You know what I mean? Somebody doesn't want to participate. You know what I mean? They don't want to participate. And they go. It can get dangerous, man. But you're right, Kev.
Most of them, let's say they do approach that guy, right? They don't want a problem. They're just kids doing, if
I know.
They'll be quick to run, but they're just doing it for clicks. But
yeah, but Kev, I mean, there's a lot of channels, but Kev, I see there's a lot of stuff on Instagram. How does Instagram pay? Just by sponsorship? I know YouTube pays per views directly. You know, monetization. You click monetization, how many views you get. But Instagram, I don't see, like, I never noticed, like, I don't know, how does somebody get paid on Instagram? Just sponsorship? Is that how it works? Like, we got to look into that. I know Twitter pays. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of revenues generated through YouTube. Meaning YouTube's an engine for that. Instagram, I think most people do it, that they're not building businesses. It's just a part of something else, you know? They're using it as
Really?
a part of something else. I don't think there's a lot of revenue sharing. There probably is small programs, but you know, you don't know
Yeah,
people.
you're right. There's probably
You don't know people
revenue
that are
sharing.
just Instagram. They're probably across multiple, right?
Okay. Okay, but I mean, they keep emphasizing follow me on Instagram. So like I'm assuming that there's some type of sponsorship, right? I mean, like they're like keep follow me on that's a lot of these pranksters, these prank sites. You know,
Yeah.
they got like 300, 400,000, and then they get demonetized if somebody complains. You can't commit battery. You know, offensive contact, and that's what they do. But Twitter, Twitter, I know that it's a direct revenue sharing program. You know what I mean? Like with Twitter, you have followers directly. They have an option for it on the app. It's X now. By the way, Kev, what do you think? We'll wrap it up on this. I remember last year it went from Twitter to X. Now, I admire Musk for holding this like beacon of free speech, but I don't like the fact that he changed the name. Twitter was, I mean, Twitter is synonymous with shit, with social media. Why change the name to X? I don't know. What do you think? I don't agree with it. I think Twitter had a great
I
brand
think
name, and
it's
you paid
definitely
40 billion. You paid 40
yeah.
billion for
So
that name.
I think it's definitely a risk because there is brand value with Twitter, but not brand
Right.
value, but not with what he wanted to do. He wanted to change. He wasn't buying it for what it was. He wanted to make it more open, center square, free talking platform. So by
I
keeping
get
that
that.
name, you're going to keep a lot of those old values. So it's easier to rebrand, I think, and that's why he did it. But yes, you're paying for that name, so it's a risk.
Right.
But if you want to change the direction, that's one way of doing it, is rebranding, and it goes with it, telling people we're not Twitter, we're not the same company that was in San Francisco. We're now X, and we're going to run differently. So,
I mean, Kev, couldn't he just name it Twitter X? Couldn't he just, like, you know what I mean? Like, I see it on my phone. Like,
then you're
like you
going
said,
to
you paid
get,
$40 billion for the name.
then you're going to get,
I don't know.
you're going to get people that enjoyed the old version keep talking about that. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I thought I was still getting this. So, I personally think, X is
Would you
cooler.
do it? Would you do it? Would you do it? I'm asking you personally. If you were part of the advisor team.
It makes sense because he was changing the direction. So if he was just staying and keeping doing the same thing, then you keep it. So it makes sense. You know.
I don't
Was
know.
it a
Twitter, the
was
name
it
Twitter was
listen,
synonymous.
it was a lot of change at once. Maybe he could have done it more subtlety, but
Right. That's my thing. He did it in 3 months of
but
acquiring.
he was doing this, I think, for the long run. And he wanted to rip the Band-Aid off. But anyway, let's wrap it up. Let's end this thing.
All right.
End it.
Got it.